Well, hello my beautiful and amazing crafters. Welcome to another video of Crafting with Shaneda. In today's video, I'm going to be making this beautiful 3D puff mug with a design that I found on Etsy and printing it out, the design on my Sawgrass printer. So to get started, I went to Cricut Design Space and I uploaded this mug design template that you can find on Cricut Design Space. It's so nice to use if you just want to cut out your design or even use the sublimation paper wrap, and I do have a video about that. I will have that listed for you below as well. Since I'm going to be using a 12-ounce mug for this design, I went ahead and uploaded my design from Etsy. I'll put the seller's information in the description box below. And I really love this design. I like the way the 3D pops out. Very well made file. So I uploaded the design into my Cricut Design Space. Now, as a disclaimer, this mug design is actually for a tumbler, but I have not worked on tumblers yet. I do plan on doing some tumbler videos in the future, but I really wanted this design and I wanted to be able to use it for my mug. So I'm just gonna improvise and see how I can alter it so I can use it on my 12-ounce coffee mug. So what I did is I just brought the file in and I just reduced it in size, and using the template I changed the template from a basic cut to a score line so I could kind of see how I can position the template to fit in this template size. So I went ahead and duplicated the actual design because I didn't want to stretch it out and have it look stretched and unbalanced. And since this is a seamless file, it was really easy to just match it up perfectly. Now that I have duplicated the design and just using that score line from the mug template, I'm just gonna position it to where I like it so that way I can cut it to fit. So I'm going to change that score line back to a basic shape now that I have it in a perfect position, and I'm going to start slicing out this design so it could fit my mug. So starting with the right, I just went ahead and removed these sliced pieces that I don't need, and I'm going to do that with the left side as well. And since the slice option, you're only able to slice two objects or elements at one time, this is why I'm doing it this way. And now I'm just gonna flatten those pieces, and now I have one complete design. And I'm just gonna match it up with the mug template. And I'm gonna zoom in just to make sure I have it nice and centered and everything looks good. Because this file was made so well and it's a seamless design, this was very easy for me to do. I went back in just so I could clean up that little line, that little space that was there that you can see right there between the two cut designs. So I just went and just cleaned it up just a little bit, and I went ahead and just placed a background of just white and flattened it so I didn't have any issues. And now that I'm happy with everything, I'm going to go ahead and send this to my mat to cut, print, then cut. And I like to cut out my sublimation paper on medium cardstock, setting less. That always seems to work fine for the cardstock, for the sublimation paper that I'll be using. So I picked up this little tumbler wrap. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I want to start working on tumblers. So I picked up this tumbler silicone wrap, and I thought I'd just test it out with this mug. I decided not to cut it with my print and cut, so it's just a simple design. So I'm just going to cut it out by hand, and I'm going to go ahead and prepare my mugs. My mugs I get from Heat Nation Press. I will put a link in the description box below. And you can use a lint roller to clean your mug or a alcohol wipe to prepare it. I've been using these mugs for about 3 years and I'm always happy with the results with these mugs. And I'm going to also get my heat tape ready, and I'm going to go ahead and prepare my Cricut heat press. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, and once it's ready it will let me know. So while that's warming up, I'm going to go ahead and just cut out my design by hand, and just making sure not to touch the mug too much to keep oils from getting on the mug. I'm going to go ahead and wrap my design very nice and taut around the mug. I'm just taking my time, because I don't want to have any kind of ghosting or any spots that are not well sublimated. And it's up to you. I've seen people just wrap the mug and that's it. I'm going just to wrap the top and the bottom of the mug just to make sure it's really secure. And now I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper to place over, because once this sublimation ink hits that heat, it expels a gas, and I don't want anything to get on my mug press. So that's the reason you want to use a piece of parchment paper or a silicone wrap to just keep that ink from getting anywhere near your machine. Now I don't need this mug wrap, but since I bought it and I just wanted to test it out, you know, when you get a new Cricut crafting tool, you always want to try it. So I just wanted to try it just to add more tightness and make it more secure when I go to press. Now when I placed the mug in my Cricut heat press, I kind of knew right there that I should have changed the position, and I'll show you what happens after. So I let the mug press do its job, and I removed the mug from the heat press, and it's very hot. I did let it sit for a little bit to cool off before removing the parchment paper and the sublimation paper. And right away I noticed what I did wrong as far as the sides of the cup. The design itself came out amazing. The colors pop. It looked really good. A lot of the ink was removed from that sublimation paper, released from the sublimation paper, and I just loved the way it came out. That was my fault. I didn't have a lot of pressure, so that's what, it's not tight enough. That's what can occur. You could have some ghosting, but I'm not gonna let this down. I'm gonna keep trying. I have this gloss sublimation coating I want to use on some Dollar Tree cups so I could keep practicing. So I have a lot of videos coming up with this gloss coating. We'll try it on mugs and shirts and just see if we can use this to save on blanks. I know sublimation blanks can get really costly, but this was a really great project to try. I hope you like it. If you like it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you a part of the Crafting with Shaneda family. We are growing here on our Instagram and Facebook, and I just want to say thank you so much for sharing and staying with our channel as we grow. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video of Crafting with Shaneda. Happy crafting!